Progression. You got me, Rudy. Right now what we're doing is we're getting the front lip. We're fixing the front lip that's on my bumper because it's hanging off a little bit. It's kind of fucked up. If you guys could see, I'll show you guys. It's been kind of just hanging on, you know. So we're about to put new adhesive on and see if we can kind of like mess with it to fit better. I'm trying to get it ready for Slammed Enough, but by this point Slammed Enough's video will already be out, so make sure to go check that out. But right now we just do the bumper off. It's not that bad to get the bumper off. I got these little scoops. Hit up NorCal, code BRKE335, 5% off. But right now we're gonna take the lip off and kind of see what we could do to make the lip fit a little bit better. Because I mean, I didn't go too crazy and buy like the most expensive lip because it's already expensive to send these out. I got it for $300, free shipping, which obviously you can't. It's hard to come across because with packages like this, they're a lot more expensive. I mean, my lip is still kind of fucked up on the bottom from it hanging, but that's what it looks like from the top, right? But we'll bring you guys along. So we got the lip off. Had to get all the adhesive off. This is the bottom side, how it's all fucked up. Got Rudy here about to put some JB Weld. And I'm going to use some black spray paint to cover up all this white stuff that's breaking off. I'm eventually going to get another lip, but you know, with this inflation and shit, over here paying like double gas, I ain't paying no fucking $300 and $400 for another lip, you know? That money can go to something else. But Rudy's about to mix that up. Put it on there.
Mix it up, tape up the corner, just because you see all that stuff that's gonna chip up, and then might as well just clean it up. It's only the bottom. Paint it black.
Yes, sir. So Rudy went ahead and put some JB Weld on there. We're gonna go ahead and let it dry, and then once it dries up, we're gonna go ahead and tape all this up just along the edge and just spray paint it black, just so all the little creases where it's cracked will be covered up, because obviously I've done some fucking damage on this shit. Like, my car's pretty low, and then the fact that this was hanging, how you guys saw in the clip earlier, it was just scraping on everything. Even when, I think what made it worse was when I went to Michigan. I'm actually surprised they even made it past Michigan, made it through Michigan and back. But now that we got the show, you know, you gotta show up looking good. You know, I don't want to get turned down at Slammed Enough, you feel me? But like I said, we're gonna let this dry, and then we'll show you guys the process of us painting it all black. All right, guys, so it's finally done drying. So hardened down a little bit. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and get some sandpaper, sand it down, kind of get it a little bit more even, get it a little bit smoother. And then once we get that, I'll probably end up polishing it a little bit just around the corner right here, just because I don't want to, obviously I'm not going to sand into these little pieces right here in the front, because obviously it's something that you're going to be able to see. So we're going to go ahead and sand this down, and then I'm going to tape it up probably along here and just paint it black, just so it doesn't look all like noticeably like messed up like this. And I know for now it's going to look a little janky just because it's just temporary. I just want it to look good for the show. Just, you know, you gotta have it looking good. It's Slammed Enough, you know, they're usually known for having higher quality cars and nicer cars there, so you know, you gotta keep up. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing that. I'll show you guys a little bit of the process of sanding it down, and then once I go ahead and spray paint it, we'll see how it looks. And then I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow, because it did get pretty late. We ended up going to the gym while waiting for this to dry, but now that it's dry, I'm gonna do this by myself. And I'll wait for Rudy tomorrow to help me mock it up to the bumper. We'll get that put up, and then this Saturday I'm gonna go for a paint correction. I'm gonna be doing the adding the spoiler as well. I don't know if I'm gonna do a whole another video for that, but I'm sure you guys stay tuned and see. But yeah, I'm trying to get this car ready, because last year, if you guys have been watching the channel since last year, this was right around the time that I was having issues with my car. So when I couldn't figure out that crankshaft seal issue, this was the first event that my car couldn't make it to. So I made it to Tuner Evo. Somehow it was working then. And then right when I got to Slammed Enough, I tried everything. I thought it was a air leak, which ended up being an air leak, but from the crankshaft seal. It was a whole fucking mess for like 5 months, but I'm excited to finally be able to take it to Slammed Enough. So hopefully I saw you guys there, because like I said, the video will be out, will already be out by the time this video drops. So make sure to check that out. Yeah, I'm just trying to crank this all out, but like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and sand this down and just bring you guys along. I've been going at it for 10 minutes. Kind of got a little bit of it. Still gonna keep going, trying to fill in these little spots so I can spray it. It's kind of a pain, but I'm getting through it. Just kind of thought I'd just bring you guys with, just to see the progress. But I'll show you guys what it looks like right before I'm about to paint it, and then I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like before and after. So I was able to fill out the spot pretty decently. It's pretty smooth. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna put some painter's tape, cover off a little bit where the carbon fiber is, and then go over this with the black paint and kind of make it look a little bit better so it's not as scratched. I mean, you can't really see this part, but you know, just in case there's an angle where you can see it, I want it to be looking completely sleek. So I'm gonna go ahead, put some painter's tape on there, and then show you guys how it is all mocked up, and then from there we'll go and spray paint. So I ended up just masking up a little bit just to get this whole area. I'll probably just spray all this just so there's no white left. I know Rudy wanted to do the JB weld just because there was a lot of gaps because of how cracked it was. And then if you flip it, you shouldn't be able to see it. Like I said, like when you're looking, when it's down like that, you're not gonna see it. But just in case you see just a little bit of it below, we're gonna have it all painted just so it looks good from any angle, because obviously I don't want it to look all busted. And again, this is a temporary fix. I just don't want to buy a lip right now, just with how expensive everything is. I kind of got to save money, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then once it's painted, I'm gonna let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow me and Rudy should be ready to put it on the bumper and then throw the bumper back on the car. And then I think once we do that, we'll move on to the spoiler, which again, I don't know if it'll be its own video. I guess we'll see. You'll see whether it's in this video or if it's in another week. So if it's in this video, then you know I did it. If not, it'll be in next week's video, just so you guys know. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys along and show you guys the process. So I got it in the garage. I did about 2 coats. I'm gonna wait for it to dry up a little bit, maybe at a 3rd or 4th. And then I'm gonna let it sit overnight. And then tomorrow, we'll go ahead and put the lip on. And this is exactly why I got a new spoiler. This thing's cracked. Everything can't be going to slammed enough like that. So I have another one right here. So little sneak peek. But we'll go ahead and add 2-3 more coats, and then I'll pick you guys up back tomorrow. It's currently the next day. I just got back from the gym. This is what it's looking like so far. It's pretty smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off and then kind of see what it looks like. I'll show you guys what it looks like after I take this tape off. So this is what it looks like without the tape. It looks a lot better. As you can see, it's like a little less noticeable that it's like broken on the bottom. Obviously you can still tell a little bit right here, but for what it's gonna look like laying down like this, I mean, it looks pretty good. You can't really tell that it's cracked. The black does a good job of hiding all the imperfections, but that's what it's looking like right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and eat first, but then I'm gonna come back, put the tape where it needs to go, mock it up, make sure that it's gonna sit right, because I've already done it twice, because I've already broken I think 1 or 2 lips already. So I'm gonna have to mock it up and make sure that it sits right, because I did mess up my bumper right here like a week after it got painted. As you can tell, it's all fucked up. I messed it up literally like the week after it got painted, so it doesn't sit like flush. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is mock it up, see how it fits, and then put it down. I think Rudy might come. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then I'll go ahead and mock this up. So I finally got the lip on. Thanks to Marta. The thing that I was struggling with last time was right here where I would put the tape. It wouldn't stick. You can still kind of see the tape a little bit, not as much now. So we tapped the screw here, here, and here. So now hopefully there's no issue, because now it's something holding onto the lip. It looks a lot more flush than it was before. There's 2 screws there, like there was per usual. Here I added a second sticker on, or second piece of tape on top of the double-sided tape, just so it's thicker, because I know right here there's a little bit of a gap. And I put some 3M here on the bottom piece, not right here, but underneath. Same thing here, the double, and then the 2 over there. So hopefully the tape will not come off anymore. It seems like it's sitting a lot more flush. When I pick it up, it doesn't move anymore. So hopefully it does not fall off or break off. I don't know if I'm gonna put this back on today or tomorrow morning, just because I want the 3M tape to settle a little bit. I think I'm gonna hold off on the spoiler until after the paint correction. So you guys gotta stay tuned for that. But right now, this is how it's sitting. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wait to put it on in the morning, because I have till noon. So I might wake up early, just throw it on really quick, and then we'll get myself over there, and then that will be its own film in itself. So stay tuned, and I'll pick you guys back up when I start putting the bumper back on. This is the next day. I got the bumper here. It looks like it's sitting a lot more flush. Hopefully the screws don't come out, or the tape. I'm gonna go ahead and go put it on my car, make sure that there's no issues, which there shouldn't be. Then I'll go ahead and put this back on. I'll put this back on probably right now, and then throw it on the car. And then here I have the scoops, so I need this exposed. So I'll end up putting those on after, because I have the ones that I have the little scoops that I bought from Norcal Dynamics. Make sure to check them out if you have a BMW. You can use my code BRKE335 for 5%. But I'm gonna go ahead, put that mesh on right there, and then take it up to the garage and throw her on. So I finally got the bumper on. I wasn't able to get this on as good. I'm gonna have to wait to get another screw for that. But it's sitting way better on the front. As you can tell, there's no gap like it was earlier in the video. So thankfully the screws did help. Everything's on there. It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna wait to put the grill back on. I'm gonna wipe them, because my boy Jose is about to come to do the paint correction here since it's raining. So make sure to tune into that video. But that pretty much sums it up for today's video with the bumper. I'll go ahead and make those adjustments when I get the screw. But like I said, it's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked today's video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next one, peace.